portals of the netherworld, located somewhere below the dead zone of Muncie, Indiana. It's Midnight Movie Hell with your host, Gingerballs the Clown.
Wait, I just need to straighten it out a little bit.
Stop touching me. Hi guys, welcome back.
Try doing it again, but this time do it much better.
What's up, Cinephiles, and welcome to another episode of Midnight Movie Hell, the film purgatory for horror, sci-fi, the strange, and everything in between. I'm your host, Gingerballs the Clown, and as always, I'm here joined by some other delinquents at the entrance to Hell's Belly, watching, reviewing, and rating movies from Satan's very own collection to hopefully kill some time in this eternal prison. With Halloween right around the corner, all of us at Midnight Movie Hell are thrilled to have. See, dumbest fucking man. Now come here. I need to take this off. This looks fucking insane. I look like a 9-year-old girl. I don't want to read this. I don't want to wear this. I'm not doing it. With Halloween right around the corner, the cast of Midnight Movie Hell is thrilled to take part in the festivities and get into the holiday spirit. Says favorite thing about Halloween.
I prefer more his costumes, you know. I've heard a lot of this, you know, high quirks and I don't prefer film.
Yeah. Great observation. Did you know that the first Halloween was celebrated in Salem and that... Jesus fucking Christ. This is fucking ridiculous. We're not doing this shit. It's insane. We're already in hell. Why are we doing all this extra shit? I look like what you would give a sick child in the hospital on Halloween. Armstrong has been passed out for the last 3 minutes because he can't fucking breathe. Hamish is wearing a mask of his own fucking face. And Dill? What the fuck is that?
It's in your contract, GB. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, it is? When I signed my soul, there was a clause about me dressing up as a witch for a Halloween special of a horror movie review YouTube series? What the fuck? Why don't Hamish and Armstrong have to keep theirs on?
Well, I mean, my costume is just my face.
And you?
I never sign anything without my lawyer being present. Sir Robert Kardashian. Dill Speck can take off his costume anytime he likes. It turns out he really likes his costume.
Nope. I'm taking it off. What is he gonna do, add more time in eternity?
Why do you hate Halloween so much?
I don't hate Halloween.
Are you sure, mate? This really feels like it's about something else.
You know you can come to me with anything, right? Friend?
Would you guys stop? It's not a big fucking deal. I don't like Halloween because I never got to wear what I wanted to wear. I would pick out the best costumes and look so cool, but my mom would make me wear a coat over them when we went trick-or-treating because it was so cold.
Really? So you hate Halloween because of coats?
There weren't just any coats. Nothing fit me on the account of me being a fucking puppet, so I had to wear a doll coat over my costume. Imagine a xenomorph in American Girl doll jacket.
That fucking bitch.
People kept asking me if I was dressed up as Sarah Jessica Parker.
I too feel your pain. Halloween was traumatic for me as well.
With all the kids smashing pumpkins?
Ooh. A kid smashing pumpkins cover band.
No. Not because my bloodline becomes dangerously close to extinction on October 31st.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
I also never got to fully demonstrate my creativity on Halloween. When I went trick-or-treating, my mom too would make me wear a coat over my amazing Spider-Man costume. It was soul-crushing. How could anyone truly recognize it was me? Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, in all my magnificence. I was so covered up in garments, I ended up looking like an extra in Fargo. I never truly got to be the amazing Spider-Man. My therapist once told me that.
Let's keep this moving. We have a lot to do tonight. October is a hectic and busy time of year for all of us down here in hell, with most of us being called to the realm of the living to do possessions, hauntings, or even just be a little bit of a dick for those who summon us.
Not to mention, we just redid the whole set after the comedy festival we just hosted down here.
Think of this as Christmas and us being the elves for Satan. Right after we're done taping this, I have to hide under 13 different beds. I have 29 people I have to stand behind menacingly in the mirror, and I have to hide in 42 different closets.
Yeah, you would know a thing or two about hiding in a closet. I have full possessions, 57 crosses to turn upside down, and I have 74 different TVs to turn on in the middle of the night. They also have me on phone duty. I have 412 "you're gonna die in 7 days" calls to make.
And I am going to a sorority.
You're going to a sorority? That'll be completely wasted on you. I have to go and sit in a closet for 9 hours and try to convince Connor to hurt his dog, and you're going to a sorority? Fuck you.
You make it sound so easy, but it's hard work, you know. There's going to be a party, and I have to stalk and possess a girl right after she realizes she's gay and hooks up with a friend for the first time. I wish I had to hide under a bed.
Get Gwen up here now. What the fuck is this?
It looks as though our friend Satan has left us a note.
Well, howdy, poop dicks. Hope you boys are having a wonderful October. As you very well know, this is a stressful time of year for me, so I decided to take a little trip with Carlene and the kids to the Cape for a couple of weeks so I can decompress and get back to my writing. It's been a while since I was able to pick up the quilt. I've been so focused on the addition of the house that I've completely neglected my creative outlets. And maybe my family. Shit. Have I been a good father? Have I been good to my wife? I think I have. I mean, I know they're seeing a little less of me around the house. But I have so much on my plate. I'm sure they understand that, right? I mean, I am Satan, for Christ's sakes. And that's a big responsibility. But I'm also working on making Carlene the home that she always dreamed that she would live in. Right? How do you show up more when the spread's so thin and you're so busy trying to provide and give your family everything they want? Is it selfish for me to just want a little time for myself to write and recharge? I don't even know what to write about. Ah!
Oh my God, Glenn.
What do you want?
What are you doing up here? You've been up here for 40 minutes.
I'm right.
The note says all that?
Take a little bit of time for myself.
We just got
Interesting
here an hour
decision.
ago. Are you
Yeah,
immediately gonna go
I
upstairs
don't really
and
know
write?
why, but he
We're not
took
even
the
at
time to put her responses in
You
the
didn't even
snow.
feed the kids yet, and you immediately lock yourself in the room to be alone? Why are you
I
hiding
told
from
you
us?
that this trip was gonna be for me and some time alone so I could focus on my penmanship.
You told me you would take me to Aunt Taylor and the loft.
Jesus Christ, woman. I will take you to Aunt Taylor
Yeah, but when
Loft.
do I get what I want?
Do I have to spend every waking moment swiping my card
I mean,
for you?
seriously, we don't see you for the whole week, and you'd come up here writing your stupid fan fiction.
Stupid fan fiction. Stupid fan fiction. Okay.
What the hell is wrong with you? You act all cool and mysterious and creative, but you're not. You're a fraud.
A fraud? Really?
Yep, I said
Oh,
that
that's
you're a
rich
fraud.
coming from you, miss. I'm gonna
Your
change
writing
my
sucks.
personality each month.
Whatever, Glenn. I see your true colors.
Great.
Nope, it's fine. It's fine.
Great. Now she's wounded. Now we're all gonna have to suffer this week. Anyways, I'll be away for a little while, relaxing and unplugging. I'm sure you boys can handle the show in my absence. I left you boys a movie that encompasses Halloween and really fits the tone, since I know you guys love this time of year so much.
Jesus H. Christ, what movie are we watching?
Watch your fucking mouth, Hamish. It's Trick or Treat from 2007.
Wait, can he hear us?
I gotta go unpack. Enjoy the movie and happy Halloween, you tubby bitches.
That was uncalled for.
What a little bitch. I can't believe he's on a vacation right now. Well, we're slammed, and now we don't even get a second option? Just this dog shit movie?
Hey, give it a chance. Trick or Treat from 2007. It could be a cinematic treasure. This could be the Citizen Kane of Halloween. You don't know.
No, I do know it's not that. But let's find out.
Good evening. I'm Shirley Abenis. If you wish to avoid spoilers, we highly suggest that you pause now, go watch the movie in its entirety, and then get your thick ass back here to finish the video. Thank you.
Wait, mate, pause it. I'm gonna make some spaghetti bolognese. I need a snack.
Fucking sit down.
And never go out alone. 84 minutes later.
See? What did I say? I told you.
Told me what?
Citizen Kane of Halloween right there.
It was really nothing special. I thought the nudity was gratuitous, and it didn't really add anything to the film.
Yeah, it did.
What?
It added boobs.
You guys are all peasants, you know that?
Assolutamente bello. This was an incredible film. It reminded me so much of The Hot Chick from 2002.
What the fuck? Why?
Because there was a character named Danielle in that movie too.
Good God. All right, let's break it down. It begins with a couple, Emma and Henry, dressed as Flash Gordon in the sluttiest robot you've ever seen in your fucking life. Emma, being the bundle of joy that she is, urges her husband to take down the decorations on Halloween night while people are still trick-or-treating. She instructs Henry to go inside and put on the tape while she finishes putting the decorations away. He agrees and goes inside to watch porn the way every heterosexual man does, on his back with his eyes closed and his hands far away from his penis. As she removes a sheet off of one of the decorations, it lunges at her, covering her in a white cloth. Emma gets turned into a Halloween decoration by someone trying to recruit her to the Klan. The hidden assailant drags Emma's body back to the yard as Henry lies upstairs, passed out with the TV on high volume. Porn always makes me really sleepy too. Some time later, he goes down into the yard, he removes the sheet and screams as he takes way too long to realize that his now dead wife's body is not a decoration. He finds her head on a stake and a pumpkin lollipop lodged into her mouth. Meanwhile, the Halloween festivities and parties continue throughout the town. A parade marches down the main street while an anchor woman explains what Halloween is for everybody that forgot.
All to celebrate the magical night of Halloween. The one night a year when we can pretend to be the scariest thing we can think of.
This being an anthology, I'm going to break down each intersecting storyline separately. I'm too hungover to go scene for scene. Augustus Gloop, aka Charlie, walks to the neighborhood, being an absolute piece of shit to any pumpkin he comes across. He stops at one house and walks up to the porch when he is startled by Principal Stephen Wilkins, who fucking hates fat people.
That can't be good for your diabetes, Charlie.
While they sit on the porch, Wilkins gives Charlie a chocolate bar and also has the easiest fucking time carving a pumpkin that anybody has ever had. Charlie begins to cough while Wilkins explains the most important rule of Halloween. Always check your candy. He then violently throws up blood for what feels like 8 minutes straight and passes out.
He turned Charlie into a chocolate factory.
Wilkins then dumps Charlie's body in a large hole dug in the backyard where another child's body already lies. As he starts to throw the dirt, his annoying son Billy begins to blow up his spot. Wilkins frustratedly tells him to be quiet and wait for him inside while he mocks him for missing his dead mom. How did he even get a job as principal? When the neighbor's dog starts barking, Wilkins severs one of the fingers and has the brilliant idea of spreading the evidence by throwing it over the fence to distract the dog. However, the dog's sexy owner, Mr. Krieg, comes into the yard and peeks through a hole in the fence to tell him to murder and bury the boys more quietly. Wilkins goes inside and is startled when Billy jumps out from behind a counter, scaring him and asking him for help with his jack-o'-lantern. Seemingly annoyed, Wilkins takes a butcher knife from the knife block and follows Billy into the basement. He puts his hand on Billy's head and brings the knife down. Blood glistens on the blade as he draws it back. We then see Billy smile as they look together at the severed head of Charlie on the wooden turntable.
What the fuck did that fat boy ever do to them?
Laurie is a 22-year-old virgin who is shy and reserved and never had sex with another human person before.
Disgusting!
Her older sister Danielle is incredibly bothered by this and tries to boost her confidence by taking her to a Halloween party and talking shit about her every single time she's out of earshot. Laurie, Danielle, and their friends walk through town on the way to the party to pick up dates, but Laurie is discouraged. She opts to meet the girls at the party so she can sadly walk through town to be bothered by people and a woman having butt supper in a horse costume. Later at the bonfire party in the woods, Danielle stands alone, worrying about Laurie. The others assure her that Laurie's fine, but Danielle wonders, saying that their mother always said that Laurie was the runt of the litter. Her friends are also taken back at how she is. What? She is. Laurie walks down a dimly lit path in the woods. She senses someone is following her. She turns and comes face to face with a man in blackface. He grabs her by the throat and holds her against a tree, saying, My, what big eyes you have," before biting her neck. At the party, the girls are startled when a cloaked body falls out of a tree near the fire. Danielle nervously approaches the body and removes the cloak to see the racist, bleeding and begging for help. His mask is removed, revealing the creepy piece of shit to be Principal Wilkins. What the fuck is wrong with this school? Did they even do a background check? Laurie approaches Wilkins and straddles him, telling him to bear with her since it's her first time. The other girls start to dance as Wilkins looks around in shock to see that all of their dates are now dead. While the corniest and most early 2000s song plays, the girls rip off their skin, revealing coarse fur and fangs. Laurie begins to change herself before lunging into Wilkins' neck. He dies hard as a rock as a Labubu looks on from a nearby log. We meet 4 teenagers, Macy, Schrader, Sarah, and Chip. They search the neighborhood for jack-o'-lanterns and stop at the home of a girl named Rhonda, whose yard is decorated with dozens of them. Despite discussing her nickname,
Is that Rhonda?
Nope, in way too close of earshot, Schrader proceeds to ask Rhonda for one of her pumpkins. Macy leads them onward while Rhonda annoyingly talks to Chip about Halloween and its origins.
Samhain, also known as All Hallows Eve, also known as Halloween. Predating Christianity, the Celtic holiday was celebrated on the one...
Shut the fuck up, Rhonda. You knew what he meant. Macy explains that the quarry is the site of a fatal bus crash 30 years prior that has become the stuff of legend, which feels a little less fucked up than a Goosebumps episode. It begins with the bus carrying 8 I Am Sam children in Halloween costumes. Their parents, no longer able to stand the humiliation of caring for them, paid the bus driver to put them out of their misery by driving the bus into the lake at the bottom of the quarry, which is fucking insane for obvious reasons, but did they pay the bus driver to off himself too? What was he supposed to go down with the bus? What was that conversation like? One of the kids is able to free himself and hijacks the bus. The boy accidentally puts the bus in gear and drives it over the edge of the cliff into the lake. She explains that they collected 8 jack-o'-lanterns to represent the 8 souls lost that day and are meant to be left at the lakeside as an offering. These teenagers are fucking nerds. Do what normal teens do. Go to a party, try some ketamine. They go down a rickety elevator to the lake. Walking through the mist, Rhonda comes to the wreckage of the half-submerged school bus and sees the masks of the others floating in the water. She is suddenly attacked by 2 water-drenched figures covered in chains and runs to see a 3rd disemboweling Chip. As they chase her, Rhonda trips and hits her head on a rock before blacking out. When she comes to, she sees Schrader standing over her in disguise. He explains that it was just a cruel prank play by all of them, and he tries to apologize. Schrader leads Rhonda to the elevator before hearing the others screaming. He tells her to stay put while he goes to see what's wrong. When he meets up with the others, they all see the figures of the 8 dead children rise out of the lake, still in their chains. They run for the elevator, though Sarah is caught by a strand of chain and yeeted into the mist. The other 3 make it to the elevator to see Rhonda locked inside. They beg her to open the door, but Rhonda presses the button to go up and leaves the others to their fate as the ghost children surround them. She exits the elevator and leaves the quarry. She briefly looks at and passes the Labubu from earlier as you hear Macy, Schrader, and Chip scream and being ripped apart. We meet the sexy neighbor from earlier, Mr. Krieg. He's a drunk asshole with asbestos breath who doesn't hand out candy and hates Scooby-Doos on the island. We see Krieg collect children's dropped candy bags and retreat inside, where he proceeds to burn old pictures in his fireplace before settling into his chair to watch TV. He hears his dog, Spite, barking outside before seeing an egg hit his window. And hit his window is an understatement. This egg cracks his whole fucking window. Can an egg actually break a window? The fucking arm on this kid. He runs to the front door and opens it to see that his entire yard is decorated with dozens of jack-o'-lanterns. Spike continues to bark in the backyard, and Krieg goes to investigate, where he has his conversation with Wilkins from earlier. Spike runs inside and continues barking before running upstairs. Krieg follows him up and walks cautiously into his bedroom, where he sees "Trick or treat, give me something good to eat" scribbled all over the walls and ceiling, ruining his beautifully decorated home. He then screams as something stabs him from under the bed. He falls to the ground and looks up to see the Pokemon appear from the other side of the bed. He screams again like a little bitch and manages to escape down the hallway, but trips on the landing of the stairs and falls to the bottom. Krieg stays screaming like a little bitch. The staircase is covered with small pieces of candy and razor blades, and Krieg winces at his hands, covered in bloody cuts. Struggling as Sam attacks him again. Sam? The pumpkin's name is Sam. Struggling as Sam attacks him again, he makes it to the far window where he calls out to Wilkins just before being attacked. He tries to fight Sam off and manages to rip off his burlap mask. Instead of finding a human child's face underneath, Sam's face is a horribly deformed pumpkin with beady eyes and a fucked up row of teeth. Or just Benedict Cumberbatch. Krieg gains the upper hand and gets hold of the shotgun, shooting Sam across the room where he slumps against the front door. He shoots him again at close range, severing Sam's hand before calling 911. The line goes dead, and Krieg is stabbed in the leg again by Sam's severed hand. It crawls back to Sam and reattaches itself to the stump. Sam removes a pumpkin lollipop from his pocket and takes a bite out of it. He approaches Krieg with his arm raised to stab him. Instead of stabbing him, however, Sam lodges the lollipop in the discarded candy bar Krieg had opened earlier, which had landed on his chest after he knocked the table over. He proceeds to chew on the candy bar and then leaves the room. He looks back at Krieg, who watches in puzzlement before leaving the house. The door slams shut on its own accord.
Did he do all of this for a candy bar? He couldn't get one anywhere else? I mean, Krieg found a whole bag of candy on the sidewalk.
We then see one of the pictures that he had thrown into the fire. It shows the 8 kids from the school bus massacre, revealing the driver to be Krieg. Later, a heavily bandaged Krieg answers the doorbell to give candy to some trick-or-treaters that are too young to be trick-or-treating badly. Also, who the fuck gives peppermints out on Halloween? That's the scariest part of this whole fucking movie. From his porch, he sees Sam go towards Emma and Henry's house across the street, just as she is blowing out the candle in one of their jack-o'-lanterns. Rhonda then walks by, pulling her wagon, and is almost hit by a car carrying the werewolf girls, which is insanely hilarious to them for some reason. The now thoroughly fucked up Billy Wilkins sits on his porch handing out candy, wearing a costume to mimic his father's appearance, complete with glasses and a bloody shirt, unaware that his father is dead. Krieg walks back inside before the bell rings again. He opens it to see the children from the school bus massacre standing on his porch. One of the kids says trick or treat before ripping Krieg apart.
And that's what you get for changing the channel on Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, you filthy old fuck.
Let's give this a rating on the Dante meter. Writer of Inferno and Hell's favorite party boy, Dante Alighieri, has been kind enough to let us use a circle system to grade our films. So let's take a look. Writer and director Michael Dougherty puts us right into spooky season. From the film's creep show-like title sequence to the look and feel of his Halloween night, I'm in right away. Lots of recognizable faces here, and the performances are all very good, especially Succession's Brian Cox tortured bus driver and Dylan Baker's serial killer dad. Also, the anthology's overlapping structure holds your interest through each of the related stories. And best of all, its overall comedic tone does a great job at making these dark fucking themes seem like good fun.
I'm over at the gym pumping iron or driving my black Porsche with the wind blowing through my hair and singing along with Anita Baker's Rapture of Love.
If I were going to be a movie bitch, and some might say I am, I might say that there's really no surprises in here, but that's not what we're here for. It definitely delivers on the Halloween vibes, so I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 9 Rings of Hell.
You just rated it a 5 out of 9 because of the nude scene. You could have just said 5 out of 9 boobs.
All right, before we go, let's take a question from the void. For those of you that don't know, we're able to access any dimension on this garbage little TV here. We can ask any being in any universe or timeline any question. So here we go.
Nobody expected it. Nobody believed it. And nothing could stop it.
Would you give your life to save the world if nobody knew you did it?
And now we present Scary Tales.
It's hard to believe what grandmother experienced, but let's hear her story.
I ran inside and showed my mother, and all she said was, "You're menstruating."
This Halloween, give the safe treat.
Summer's Eve disposable douche.
Thank you.
God damn it. It's Noseferathree.
Oh no! He's slightly worse than Nosferatu 2, but not as bad as Nosferatu 4.
Hello, and happy Halloween to my closest and most morbidly obese friends.
Alright, what the hell is happening? Why does everybody keep saying that? Do we look bigger? I don't understand.
I don't understand why it's calling us his closest friends.
Hey bud. How's it going?
In pain.
Like physical or emotionally? Fuck me, okay, I'm doing great. I guess we'll just get right into it. Let's get him out of here. Hurry, ask him the question.
Right. This question comes from Willard Stiles of Salt Lake City, Utah. He asks, do you have any dating advice or tips to find a girlfriend? I'm a 34-year-old that just recently started living on my own, and I think it's about time to introduce a nice woman to my babies. Any help would be appreciated. Much love, Willard.
It's not fucking weird and ominous at all. Ugh, what a perfect question for one of the biggest heartbreakers we know. 5?
5 tips.
The floor is yours.
The first tip. Make sure she farts in front of you on the first day.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
If she refuses to, shame her. Make her feel guilty for not feeling as close to you as you do to her. Tip number 2. Take a picture of her and Photoshop her slightly more obese than she actually is. Show it to her and tell her that this picture really captures her essence, and it is the best she has ever looked. Tip number 3. Challenge her father to a fist fight immediately when meeting her family. This will let her know that you are a true alpha male. If you lose the fight, walk home, delete her number, and never talk to her again. Tip number 4. Make sure to fornicate with everyone in her close friend group, regardless of their gender and your sexual orientation. The final tip. When she is sleeping, take her purse, unstitch the inside, put some Parmesan cheese in it, stitch it back up, and put it back where you found it.
Hey man, that's terrible fucking advice. You can't tell me you have done any of those things.
All and more. It is all in my new book. Don't be thirsty. How to avoid another steak in the heart. Coming out on December 1st.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we'll get demonetized and shadow banned if you say anything else, so I think it's time for us to go. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated when we post our next episode. Later, and happy Halloween. Please elaborate on this stitching cheese in the purse. Who benefits from this? I don't understand.
It's just turned 12 o'clock. We know this morning well. Make sure your doors are locked because it's midnight movie.